Everybody again? Jeremiah 20 and 21. And peace, 21, 22. The word came to Jeremiah from the Lord when King Zedekiah sent to him Pashur, son of Malchijah, and the priest Zephaniah, son of Maaseiah. They said, "Inquire now of the Lord for us, because Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, is attacking us. Perhaps the Lord will perform wonders for us, as in times past, so that he will withdraw from us." Now they're ignoring God, not doing what they're supposed to do. But when things get tough, oh, don't talk to God for us and help. See what he can do if he'll help us. It's too late for all that. Mankind's always done that. But Jeremiah answered them, "Tell Zedekiah, this is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. I'm about to turn against you the weapons of war that are in your hands, which you are using to fight the king of Babylon and the Babylonians who are outside the wall besieging you. And I will gather them inside the city. I myself will fight against you with an outstretched hand and a mighty arm in furious anger and in great wrath. I will strike down those who live in the city, both man and beast, and they will die of a terrible plague." More plagues coming. "After that, declares the Lord, I will give Zedekiah king of Judah, his officials, and the people in the city who survived the plague, sword, and famine, into the hands of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and to the enemies who want to kill them, unto the darkness. He will put them to the sword, he will show them no mercy or pity or compassion. The devil will not, for those who remain. Furthermore, tell the people, this is what the Lord says." Remember, we're in Revelations. "See, I am setting before you the way of life and the way of death." You have two choices. You have two choices. That's judgment. "Whoever stays in the city will die by the sword, famine, or plague." So whoever resides and stays on the path they're on, their path they chose, will suffer. "Whoever goes out and surrenders to the Babylonians or besieging you will live. They will escape with their lives. Choose his path, and will have mercy. I have determined to do this city harm and not good, declares the Lord. The city being this world. It will be given into the hands of the king of Babylon, evil, and he will destroy it with fire. Moreover, say to the royal house of Judah, hear the word of the Lord. This is what the Lord says to you, house of David. Administer justice every morning. Rescue from the hand of the oppressor the one who has been robbed. Or my wrath will break out and burn like fire. Because of the evil you have done, burn with no one. For the evil you have done, burn with no one to quench it. I am against you, Jerusalem, you who live above this valley, on the rocky plateau, declares the Lord. You who say, who can come against us? Who can enter our refuge? I will punish you as your deeds deserve, declares the Lord. I will kindle a fire in your forest that will consume everything around you. Kindle a fire in the forest. Interesting. What's going on? So, just like it was again before the flood, people waited the last second. Too late. Oh, save us. Why is this happening? We've had tons and tons and tons of chances. Too late. He's going to redo this world. It's not too late for your individual basis to turn back to him and call out to him and get on the right path. Not to just get you through some difficult time, to stay on the right path. Not to turn away again as soon as things get better. That's not following God. That's not faith. 22. This is what the Lord says. Go down to the palace of the king of Judah and proclaim this message there. Hear the word of the Lord to you, king of Judah, you who sit on David's throne, you, your officials, and your people who come through these gates. This is what the Lord says. Do what is just and right. Last message mentioned about do what is right. Said that very words. Do what is just and right. Rescue from the hand of the oppressor the one who has been robbed. Do no wrong or violence to the foreigner, the fatherless, or the widow. Do not shed innocent blood in this place. If you are careful to carry out these commands, then kings who sit on David's throne. Sorry, interruptions. Where was I? So if you carefully carry out these commands, then kings who sit on David's throne will come through the gates of this palace, riding in chariots and on horses, accompanied by their officials and their people. He will send his legions to help. If you follow his commands, give back, he will protect you. But if you do not obey these commands, not turn to the Lord, declares the Lord, I swear by myself that this palace will become a ruin. Well, this is what the Lord says about the palace of the king of Judah. Though you are like Gilead to me, like the summit of Lebanon, I will surely make you like a wasteland, like towns not inhabited. I will send destroyers against you, each man with his weapons, and they will cut up your fine cedar beams and throw them into the fire. People from many nations will pass by this city and will ask one another, why has the Lord done such a thing to this great city? And the answer will be, because they have forsaken the covenant of the Lord their God, and have worshipped and served other gods, idols, wealth, fame, fortune, power, lust, greed, you name it. Do not weep for the dead king or mourn his loss. Rather, weep bitterly for him who is exiled, because he will never return nor see his native land again. But this is what the Lord says about Shalom, son of Josiah, who succeeded his father as king of Judah, but has gone from this place. He will never return. He will die in the place where they have led him captive. He will not see this land again. He will go on to hell. Woe to him who builds his palace by unrighteousness. In other words, woe to those who accumulate wealth and power and control by unrighteousness, by bad deeds, greed, corruption, you name it, which is pretty much everybody who's wealthy. Who built his upper rooms by injustice, built up his mind, his soul by injustice, making his own people work for nothing, not paying them for their labor. There's many people in this world out there, and it continues to increase. He says, I will build myself a great palace with spacious upper rooms. So he makes large windows in it, panels in it with cedar, decorates it in red. Think of those who build these great big homes, buying these big expensive homes and palaces and mansions. Does it make you a king to have more and more cedar? Did not your father have food and drink when he didn't have that stuff? He did what was right and just, so all went well with him. He defended the cause of the poor and needy, so all went well. Is that not what it means to know me, declares the Lord? But your eyes and your heart are set only on dishonest gain, on shedding innocent blood, and on oppression and extortion. Therefore, this is what all the leaders, all the people in power and control and banks, you name it. Therefore, this is what the Lord says about Jehoiakim, son of King Josiah, king of Judah. This is the one I sent to the light, to help of Mary. They will not mourn for him. Alas, my brother, alas, my sister, they will not mourn for him. Alas, my master, alas, his splendor. He will have the burial of a donkey, dragged away and thrown outside the gates of Jerusalem. Go up to Lebanon and cry out. Let your voice be heard in Bashan. Cry out from Abarim, for all your allies are crushed. I warned you when you felt secure, but you said, I will not listen. So many in the world today. This has been your way from your youth. You have not obeyed me. The wind will drive all your shepherds away, and your allies will go into exile. Then you will be ashamed and disgraced because of all your wickedness. You who live in Lebanon, not Lebanon the country, but referencing other parts of the world. You who are nestled in cedar buildings, Lebanon here meaning the ivory towers, think they're safe. They're not. How you will groan when pangs come upon you, pain like that of a woman in labor. As surely as I live, declares the Lord, even you, Jehoiakim, son of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, were a signet ring on my right hand. I would still pull you off of it. I will deliver you into the hands of those who want to kill you, those who you fear, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and the Babylonians. In other words, evil, darkness. I will hurl you and the mother who gave you birth into another country where neither of you was born, and there you both will die. Referencing this diaspora, part of that diaspora, which is just mentioned in the message. You will never come back to the land you long to return to. In this man Jehoiakim, a despised broken pot, an object no one wants, why will he and his children be hurled out, cast into a land they do not know? O land, 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 hear the word of the Lord. This is what the Lord says. Record this man as if childless, a man who will not prosper in his lifetime. But none of his offspring will prosper, none will sit on the throne of David or rule anymore in Judah. So we'll end that. Up at 23 next time. Again, stuff that's going on. Warnings. Word of the Lord. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. Warnings. All this referencing what's going on then, what's referencing going on now, yet to come. People, so many. They're out there trying to get richer and richer, more and more powerful. You see, especially in this election year, in this election time in this country, but around the world. Think of Trump and how he's made himself more wealthy. All these politicians. Oh, the corruption is just rampant. It's like a disease. And that's our history has destroyed every single civilization as long as it's existed. Disease, corruption from within their hearts, the temples, and within the countries. So this country, no different. All the other countries, they shall all fall. All gonna fall. So focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Nothing's gonna stop what's coming. Peace of Christ, God bless.